Besides the more popular anime from the summer season such as My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, Overlord, and Angels of Death, I will be presenting 3 anime series from the genres of action, adventure, drama, horror, and fantasy that you might like. I'm only going to go over each series' first episode to give a brief summary and opinion of what the show is like. The first series is called Lord of Vermillion Gurren no O by Studio Asred, and it is mainly an action fantasy series. It's set in the year 2030, where technology has become pretty advanced. A high frequency resonance or a very high pitched sound is heard across all of Tokyo, and suddenly out of nowhere, a red fog falls into the vicinity of Tokyo. Everyone drops to the ground unconscious after their ears experience excruciating pain, including our main character, Chihiro. Everyone wakes up in Tokyo after 6 days, but Chihiro is the only one that remained in a coma for a period of 5 months. At the end of the episode, we see that the high-pitched sound is still occurring, and Chihiro somehow has a power and also has a connection with the sound, as well as it looks like the main villains of the series are interested with him and have confronted him at the end of the episode. A lot isn't explained about how Chihiro has a connection to the sound, and we haven't found out anything how the red fog was created, but if the writers can explain it clearly in the next few episodes, then this should be a pretty good series. We had a flash forward fight set in the future as well at the start of the episode for a few minutes. The animation was average, to be honest. They had a lot of bright scenes, but most of the movements of the fight were very static flash forward scenes. The next series is Happy Sugar Life, which is a moe drama horror series. It follows a love story of the main character Sato Mutsuzaka, who has fallen for a girl called Shio. Now, what makes this series controversial is that the girl Shio is literally 10 to 12 years old. But besides that, it seems that the series is focusing strictly on the plot of the show, which is good, and it's interesting, the plot as well. Sato, a high school student, has just started a full-time job to pay the basic living essentials, i.e. food, utilities, clothing, rent, etc. for herself and Shio, so that they can both survive and live a prosperous life. However, Sato's boss starts to impose her authority on her, making her work overtime and being underpaid. This is when we see Sato's other side of her personality, a more evil, threatening lady who threatens her boss to pay her the full amount. And Sato will tell the other employees that she's keeping a former employee hostage in a closet. Sato doesn't care about what's right or wrong, but only cares about getting what she is entitled to and what's best for her, and will willingly keep quiet about issues that don't affect her, such as the kidnapping, in order to get an increase in pay. We see at the end of the episode that there's a wanted poster of Shio around the town, and we see that inside Sato's apartment we find 2 dead bodies in a dark, locked room, maybe possibly Shio's parents. Did Sato kill them? Again, playing to Sato's views of doing what she wants, disregarding what's right and wrong. If you like a plot with thriller, psychological, and horror elements, you will most likely enjoy watching Happy Sugar Life. The last series is Banana Fish by Studio Mappa, which is an action drama shoujo series. The story tells the life of Ash Lynx, a good-looking guy who turned out to be a cold, ruthless killer, brought up and adopted by the Mafia. The leader of the Mafia, Papadino, finds out a secret about Ash's older brother, who went mad in Vietnam, and the Mafia decide to turn on Ash. It's a rebellious story of Ash and his friends trying to survive and eliminate the Mafia. If you like crime gangster anime like Bakuno, Gangster, or 91 Days, then I recommend you give this anime a shot. Based on an old 1980s manga, the art and animation style of the anime is clearly trying to follow the old art of the manga, kind of like the Devilman manga with the Devilman Crybaby Netflix adaptation. A few episodes in so far, I've enjoyed it immensely. You should give this series a go even if you don't like watching shoujo yaoi series, as so far there haven't been any homosexual scenes in it at all. There might be some in the future, but the series is clearly about the plot, finding out about what happened to Ash's brother and if it relates to Banana Fish, and Ash trying to defeat Dino and the Mafia, and the connection to Banana Fish as well. Oh, and just to tell you, Banana Fish is that sweet rack. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Let me know if you've seen any of these series, and if you liked any of them or not. And if you haven't watched any, will you give any of these series a try? Like, comment, subscribe, and have an awesome day or night, guys.